deserve better. Chadwick has got to go.
What's up everybody, Stankie here, and this is how to beat the odds against Mythic one-armed Bandit. Setup wise, you want 2 tanks, 3 healers, and 15 DPS. Odd classes like Shadow Priest, Warlocks, Boomkins are great here. Boss damage in phase 1 does not matter a great deal, it's all about consistently being able to nuke down 2 real assistants real fast. On Mythic, real assistants spawn with a Dark Line Cuirass buff, preventing them from taking damage below 25% health. To remove this, you have to hit them with a coin. This also stops and removes the coin without any AoE. The next big thing is the big hit. It now targets 1 additional random range player with Shocking Field. This is also a private aura, meaning you can't weak aura your way out of this one. Targeted player has to use the power of at least 1 human eyeball to check if they have a huge circle around them. So, due to the fact that you're now getting twice as many fields, where you place them matters a lot more, and you actually have to use coils to clear them. Now there's a ton of different ways you can place all of these shocking fields, and most of them works. Where this guide, tank starts topside, place the first 3 fields like this. And make sure you have a little gap here because you'll spawn bombs in there later. At least don't have a field here. But after that, you just want to keep filling out along the right side wall, and if a spot opens up further up, you can fill that. Range starts placing theirs bottom left, and just keep placing along old fields and fill in gaps that opens up when you clear with coil. Place the fields next to each other. Don't run into an old field to overlap, or they will grow and cover half the room. When you do get targeted by Withering Flames, you always want to run out back a bit before you get dispelled. Liquid has a healer weak aura for this, which you use together with a macro. Players with Withering Flames show up as red, and when the debuffed player is out and safe to dispel, they press the macro and it turns green. The faster you are with this, the better. It lowers your max HP by 5% every second. Try to always pop a defensive if you're targeted by this. Boss will always trigger all coils when it casts spin to win. So, by clicking a coil at the same time, you kinda overlap the pull in effect, rather than drag it out or needing to do it twice. Then we get into some info about real assistants, baiting pay lines, and rolling coins. For the assistants, make sure to have interrupts assigned to each of them. I will link an interrupt weak aura in the description. You want to kick as late as possible into their cast as they follow up with Withering Flames. Warlocks can use Curse of Tongues on the assistants to make their cast longer, which can give you enough time to nuke 1 or even 2 of them down before they cast it, which means fewer dispels are needed and fewer fire waves that DPS can blindly take to the face. Swear I've never. When they do spawn, you always want to pull boss 2 and nuke down either left or right ad if one of them has the token you need. If both left and right has the tokens you need, then you always start left, never middle. Range DPS always goes for your second kill target. So, for example, on the first set you want coin and shock. If either one of them is left, melee and boss goes left, otherwise go right. You can also have a gateway going between left and right ads that melee can use if they need to get over fast and help out. Pay lines will always target 1 melee and 1 range. You want to assign a range like a hunter to roll coins either into ads or the wall to get rid of them. For the first set of coins, you save both and send 1 into melee ad and 1 into range ad. When the second set of coins spawn, you use 1 on the remaining ad and roll the last one into a wall away from the raid to get rid of the buff on boss. Then you want to save both coins from the third pay line, and when the second set of ads spawns, you want to instantly roll coins into the 2 far ads. So if melee is killing the left ad, send coin into middle and right ad. The 4th set of coins go out shortly after ad spawns. Here it's extremely important that melee baits their pay line into the melee ad to break its shield. Other coin you just roll into a wall. Then it's rinse repeat. So save the next set of coins, roll them into the 2 far ads, and melee baits new coin into their ad. However, when you get to the 5th set of ads, timing is a bit off and coins roll out a bit too late. So do like on pull instead, send 1 coin into melee and the other into range ad here. Then use 1 coin from the next set on the last ad and roll the remaining coin into the wall. For the last set, it's back to sending coins into the far ads and melee baiting coins coin into their ad. And then it's time to break down the fight, step by step. Token combo we went for is, on pull you want to bait coins towards the back and blast away. Do not use combat pod on pull here, instead use it for first or better yet second set of ads. And you'll have it back for last phase and bloodlust. Now as soon as assistants spawn, you want to pull boss to left ad if it has a token you need, otherwise to the right. Range, start blasting down the other token. Shock and coin here. Roll coin into melee and range ad as soon as they spawn. You want to deposit first token instantly and second one just before fraud detected goes off. Do not min-max this too much. If you put the token in when there's less than a second left on a cast, it might still go off. Tanks, you want to spawn the currency coil here. It will always spawn at the end of the reward cast. Bait new coins into the back and save them. Then you want to click the coil during or right after the second big hit goes out, so it overlaps with spin to win's coil activation. Second set of real assistance, coin and bomb, which gives you the crowd control immune bomb ads. You want to roll coins into far ads and melee bait coin into their ad. When the second real assistant is about to die, you want to move boss to the top side gap between shocking fields. Make sure boss is facing the wall when the reward cast is finished, as the bombs always spawns in front of boss. During this, range needs to stack up around green mark to bait coins, and melee mirrors their position at boss. Move to the left of the pay line and get the buff, then start kiting and nuking down bombs. However, due to the coins exploding in the back, you need to kite in a curve, ending up near the currency coil. Keep in mind that the bombs will refixate after around 15 seconds, so melee, beware. And then you just blast down ads into new set of real assistants. Again, make sure to click the coil during spin to win. For the third set, you want to do flame and bomb. Again, you want to have boss topside facing the wall. These bombs can be crowd controls, you want to lock them down near boss, and when they're about to die, you want to knock them out back to get the big AoE and all the flame waves further away from raid, making it a lot easier to dodge. And make sure to click coil during spin to win. Keep in mind that the flames from the previous bombs go out and converge, overlapping with the fourth set of assistants, so melee, be very mindful of this if you start on far right ad. Set you want to do flame and coin. Nothing fancy here, except raid takes a lot of damage, so do make sure to pop a defensive and pop it late as the flame dot ramps up or stacks up. Fifth set of real assistants, you do shock and bomb. Since this is a coil, it spawns on tank after the reward cast. You want to place this where you've done all the other bombs and slow, stun and AoE them down fast. Keep in mind that the coil will spawn new bombs when the next set of assistants spawn, which is number 6. For this set, you want to focus down shock and flame and somewhat ignore the bombs. Try to lock them down in the middle of the room, but the focus still needs to be on getting the assistants down, and you just cleave the bomb or nuke him down after. Tanks, you want to place this coil at the wall topside to the right out in the poop to keep flames away from raid. List to push boss to 30% before or during the 7th spin to win. And then it's phase 2 time. Now as soon as phase 2 starts, boss and raid needs to stack up close to the bomb ad coil to bait your first hyper coil. Then raid instantly moves to bait coins like this, and you just roll these away into the wall. Don't try to min-max uptime on coin buff by rolling these near raid. It's not needed and you risk losing a hell of a lot more than you gain. The goal is to keep moving boss and raid counterclockwise so that everything you spawn ends up away from raid. And in this phase, anytime boss spawns a hyper coil, all other coils activate. So you get pull in, new bomb ads, flame waves going out, so be mindful, and you need to keep the bombs from reaching the raid, slow, knock, etc, and then you cleave them down if they're close. But the prio is always nuking boss. When hot heat goes out, the 2 targeted player aims them into the wall on the left, everyone else moves a bit right. Rinse repeat, keep moving boss and raid, spawn coil out with the heat, don't get hit by any of the bombs, kill boss and get sad cause House of Cards didn't drop. And yeah, that's pretty much it. 3 pulls max, go get it. Huge shout out to Mizegi for footage. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. If you want to help support my channel, check out my Patreon, Twitch, or YouTube membership. You can gain access to the Stankie Discord, shoutouts and videos. Don't forget the usual stuff. Like, comment, subscribe, slap that notification bell. Thank you all for watching. I will see you on Mugsy.